Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Meetings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly shop steward today, because today we're carrying on with our ongoing campaign playing Paizo Publishing's outstanding Pathfinder 2nd Edition Remastered, and we are using that to play a campaign set in our own custom setting of the Spires of Paridar, a setting that has been traditionally of occult conspiracy, class disparity, and industrial progress, but currently finds our heroes abandoned on a seemingly devastated world. I'll have to come up with a new tagline for this, but our current mystery for our Spires of Paridar campaign is Hunt the Veiled Sun. And with me today are the stars of the Spires of Paridar campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today? First up, we've got Sean.
Hey, I'm playing Golag, son of Doc. He is an orc witch detective.
Very nice. Next up is Ingolf.
Hi, my name is Ingolf. I'm playing Basil Rathbone, who is an Isoki or Red Folk investigator.
Very nice. Next up is James.
I'm James. I'm playing Sally Dumer, an ancient scale Azarketi monk.
Very nice. And last, but certainly not least, is Darren.
Hello there, I'm playing Dr. Adam Ersprung, who is a created flesh warp inventor, and he's got his trusty sidekick, Igor Mark 8.
Very nice. So, guys, I have one bit, I mean, not a surprise for you, but a surprise for the folks at home. For the first time in this game, we have a regional map. So, thanks to the fine folks at Incarnate, we have a regional map, which is extremely basic, because we don't have any other known locations as of yet. But where you guys would have come out is somewhere around here. And you have been spending time with the folk of the Black Tower here.
Could it be that we can't see the map? Maybe?
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Did I have... oh, yeah, I brought you over. Hold up.
Big GMT.
There you go.
Yet.
Yeah,
There we go. Okay.
There it is.
So there it
it's
is.
more impressive, yeah.
It is more impressive.
Helps when I bring the ribbon over.
Oh.
So as I mentioned, to the south there are the Stone Wastes, where not sure where that anyone dwells in there. South, or at least kind of southeast of the folk of the Black Tower, are the lands of the Scorchface Horde. To the north, the lands of the Harrow Mob. And it doesn't have that name, but this will give you an indication of the Skitterfolk path that leads out to the Hellforge Desert and elsewhere in kind of western Arthun. So that's it. You have now. Don't you feel so much more informed now?
Yeah,
Definitely, time well spent. I also committed myself to using these more animated things, and halfway through the map, I'm like, I'm not sure I really actually like these. It kind of looks like a, like single A or double A video game map, more so than like an RPG map. But I committed to it, so I do like the cast tower shadow.
I noticed it. I noticed that.
Immersion.
That didn't escape our
Yeah.
our nose.
Okay. Kev, didn't you say before that any map that doesn't have a scale on it is kind of a dog shit map? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I have no idea. But let's go back to where last session started. Go. What do you guys recall from last time?
Where do we pick up? We picked up the sort of the Shadow Spire sisters' arrival. We were just finishing off that sort of discussion and investigation and what was going on with them as they'd been attacked on their journey back to the this location. So we got a little bit more time. We spoke to Vofug a little bit more after she'd been speaking to the leader of the Shadow Spire sisters, and I think she confirmed that they'd got the information she was waiting for from the caravan, but they're still missing that other part, this stone. that was, what was that? Who had the stone?
Someone in the Skitterfolk caravan, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was on the Skitterfolk. Yeah, it was within the supplies, wasn't it, or the Skitterfolk? So that was one thing they did inform us of, that the Skitterfolk caravan was actually heading away from the Black Tower when they found it. So we're not sure what that means, whether they were sort of scared away and they were retreating in the other direction, or they were, for whatever reason, they turned away and were heading away from Black Tower. So not quite sure exactly what that could mean as of yet, but that was a bit of information we learned. We was given a number of items to help us on our journey heading out, looking for the June chasers. And
we've gone through for everybody except Golag. You were not here last time, so anything that on your character sheet is open and shows like new description, those are some of your new items that you've been provided.
Oh.
So you got like the corpse ward pendant, which you can use to become undetectable to undead creatures for 10 minutes. You've got tracker's goggles, which give you a bonus to survival, and I think you can reduce the time on some of those things. You've got armor now that grants you resistance 2 to poison damage, and once per day the ribs on your armor can spread and serve as spider limbs. So for 1 minute you get a climb speed from them, and you've got a staff of, what's it called? Staff of Impossible something or other.
Yep, Staff of Impossible.
And then, is that just what it's Staff of Impossible? I thought
This was called, that's what...
Impossible Visions. I thought there was more to that.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's your staff. That allows you, so staves, I think is this your first staff as a caster?
Yeah, I don't remember any other staffs. I
feel like a showroom attendant now. Is this your first time getting into a staff? Because if so, I'll show you some of the features of... I
think I had a cane for a while, like a fancy pants cane.
Nice. A pants cane, that's even the best.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I'm going to leave that low-hanging fruit. I didn't realize what I was saying until it was out. All right, so staff. Here we go. Wondrous consumables. Stabs. So to cast spells from a staff, you can only cast it if it's on your spell list, and all the spells that are on there are on your list. You use the spell attack modifier, the spell DC when casting a spell from... Use your, spell attack modifier, spell DC when casting a spell from the staff. The spell gains the appropriate traits for your magic tradition. During your daily preparations, you can prepare a staff to add charges to it for free. When you do so, the staff gains a number of charges equal to the rank of your highest spell slots. So I think you can cast 5th level spells now, right?
That sounds right. Yeah.
Is that right? You guys are 9th level. Is that right?
That is correct. 5th level is correct. Both are correct.
Let that happen? Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
You guys are running away with things. Then yes, 5th level spells is what you can cast. That means you've got 5 charges in the Staff of Impossible Visions. You don't need to spend any spell slots to add charges in that way. And they're lost within 24 hours if you don't use them. Making use of them, I believe it's the number charges is the rank of the level of the spell. Let me double check that. And as a witch, you can also add a number of charges equal to ranks of spell slots you give up. So if you want to give your thing more charges, you can give up spell slots and gain a number of charges equal to whatever the spell level was of that slot. So For example, if a wizard can cast third-rank spells and prepare as a staff, they gain 3 charges, but a wizard could increase this to 6 by expending one of their third-level spells, 5 by expending a second-level spell, or 4 by expending a 1-rank spell. And just uses the normal number of actions, and that means that the cantrips that are on there, so days you can use for free. As long as you've got the staff, and as long as it has 1 charge in it.
The kind of spells I can cast from the staff are a set list. Is that right?
It's at the very bottom of the description there,
and that's the limitation of the staff.
That's what's in the staff. Yeah. So those are, you've got 5 charges in it. You expend a number of charges equal to the level of the spell, and then you can cast it. So basically, you got 5 levels worth of charges to use to cast Fear, Phantom Pain, Augury, or Paranoia.
I see.
And then when you do your daily preparations, you'll charge it back up with 5 more.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And I think that might be it. Let me just double check here. I've left, though, you can feel free to close them afterwards. I just wanted to leave the ones that were new open so it was easy for you to see what they were.
Yep.
I think you might have a new, if you go to your main page, the character tab.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Corpse Ward, Staff of Things. Nope, that's it. Oh, you've also...
Did you have a new weapon of some sort?
I don't think he does.
No?
The staff. Oh, yeah, you've got your fearsome hand crossbow now.
Ah, that was it.
Yeah, so...
Oh.
Just gonna...
They were worried about us meeting spirits or undead. So, you've been geared up for that a bit.
If you go to the inventory, again there, Golag.
Okay.
And I think it's under... Where the heck is it? Oh, fearsome hand crossbow. Here we go. Oops, wrong fucking button. Here we go. Get rid of that. And then... Which button? Oh, when you critically hit with the fearsome hand crossbow, target becomes frightened 1. There you go.
Cool.
I remember frightened. I think it... Can't remember if it reduces the number of actions you take or if it gives you a penalty. I think it's actually reducing the number of actions. So it's quite potent. No, it's just a status penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite as good. Stunned is the one I'm thinking of. All right. So then, that's your new gear. That's what's been outfitted with you. It was Jakara, I believe, who... Vothug. Vothug who provided all that stuff for each of you, knowing that you guys would be facing that Cairn Drake, potentially. Sorry, I interrupted you, Doctor.
No, that's cool. So yeah, once we'd equipped up, we met up with Jakara the next morning, and yeah, we started to head out, taking the... I think we were pretty much following the Skitterfolk sort of pathway as much as possible, a little bit off to try and get cover, but it's a very sort of barren desert sort of terrain, so there's very little in the way of cover to be found, to be honest. But then we did get set upon by a group of orc raiders from, we discovered the Harrow mob tribe, led by one of those giant, one of those nasty looking giant creatures. But we did manage to successfully deal with those, and after just healing up and that's about where we left it, really.
Yeah.
And
then...
It sounded easier than it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was fairly easy. I mean, Golag wasn't getting in the way, and we dealt with it quite.
You also recovered 86 gold pieces of ancient vintage from them, a bottled air to allow you to breathe in circumstances where you can't normally, a dose of giant scorpion venom, and 3 doses of warp wobble poison. Although the warp wobble poison also sounds like an awful lot of fun if you got nothing else to do. So it probably was used for recreational purposes.
Yeah. I think we might use it now.
Take a little time out. We're also using, Sean, for your edification, we are using rules out of Battle Cry for followers. So Jakara has been taking instructions from Basil. Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So she effectively uses the same rules that like Igor does. It just has kind of limited. We put her.
Yeah, one action gets you 2 actions. 2 actions gets
So
you.
it's kind of minion.
Yeah.
Like kind of like things I would summon. That reminds me of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, it's a clever way of having characters like that can do something useful with it and giving it kind of game mechanics.
But don't call her minion when she's in the room, maybe.
Indeed.
All right.
Oh, so what you're saying is Basil has to do a little management now. How about that? We'll get to see how Basil's management with a
it's not good because he always loses an action then. So that's actually not very wise to do. But yeah.
She was pretty helpful in the scrap though. Yeah.
Just Basil complaining about underlings will be delightful for Golag. That will just be pure joy.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But the idea that I should complain about someone who joined us and help us, that is only something that Golag could think of. Yeah.
Golag, have you any questions about what you've heard?
What? So, do we have any idea on the derivation of the foes? Like, did they think we were coming? Do we think? Did we stumble upon them?
It was quite early in our journey, so we think they potentially were watching or, keeping an eye on that path or that sort of journey route. So there's a good chance they were waiting.
For anyone or just us?
Yeah, we don't know that, I guess.
Okay.
But I think they were watching the route. Yeah.
So Basil had this conspiracy theory that they were basically driving everyone within this black tower, and then they wanted to siege it maybe or to attack the tower, but it seems they are just happy just waiting outside for someone to get out and kill them. Which is also a great tactic if you are in kind of a desert. Because...
And the good news, Golag, 2 of them got away.
Yeah.
Any other questions, Golag?
No, I mean, if we come upon them again, maybe I'll ask, what worked and what didn't or something, if there's any, that kind of thing, but okay, we don't have to.
So what you do find among the corpses, and there are, I want to say 2 dead. The Jotunkin died in battle, as did one of the orcs. I think the other 2 orcs got away. Is that right, guys?
There was only one of the big guys, I think.
Yeah, one of the big guys died, and then one orc I thought died, and then I thought the other 2 orcs got away. I think there was only 3 orcs, and then...
Oh, I thought it was more than that. I thought there was 4 or 5 of them. But...
Was there?
Yeah.
It felt like 4 or 5.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was probably 10 or 12 now.
Yeah.
We're not getting XP by monster, so I mean...
you have to sign at the bottom of these after-action reports for the office. You have to sign it. So I'm just saying...
Danger money, though. The more there is, the more the danger money goes up, surely.
I can tell you how many it was because I used a formula.
I think it was more like I think between 10 and 20 sounds about right. Yeah.
You have to attest that this is the accurate on the report. You have to.
Yeah, but I mean, you look and then you get hit and look again, and it seems like double or triple the number. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was this weird sand whirlwind going around this big guy, so we couldn't tell how many there were for.
Yeah.
So.
You basically counted for 3. I'd say that. Yeah.
4. It was 4.
Oh,
it was 1. One Jotunkin raider and 4 orc raiders. So 2 dead, 2 gone. You don't find any written material on them, like there's no like instructions or things like that. Though the markings on the face, I think it did tell you that it was the Scorchface Horde. Or sorry, no, the Harrow Mob.
Harrow Mob, wasn't it? Yeah.
So, very early in the day for this, you still have much of the day before you for travel. Goldeye, any other questions?
I don't think so.
Then, what are you guys doing next?
I mean, I think I would ask Jakara if we could take an alternative route. You know, the same destination, but a different route, a less common path. So if they, are monitoring this Skitterfolk sort of journey route.
She draws the map on the ground, sort of once again. What would you prefer? Harrow Mob territory, or that of a Scorch-faced Horde? In which the Harrow Mob seems intent on attacking.
I mean, I have a hard time saying this, but I think last time I failed my navigation roll, to be honest. So,
you guys are following a straight map anyway.
Okay, but there was something about a roll I had to make. So
it does sound like something I would do. That may have been why they got the drop on you guys.
Which I rolled on, and I thought it was like finding the way.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with how far ahead we saw them, wasn't it?
Yeah,
basically they got the jump on us a little bit because of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Basil is to blame for whatever bruises you may have.
Yeah, I mean, it is somehow it is unwise to have the shortest of us being the outlook. That is just mentioning that fact. Yeah.
Basil's just about 2 days away from asking to ride on Jakara's shoulders.
I was just thinking, I could see it.
I'll stick you on top of it might be a bit warm on there in the desert.
Igor.
But
yeah.
I think Basil definitely has a well-established predilection to big women. So I think you may be taking something away from him if you insist on using Igor.
Okay.
Because Basil's not going on Golag's shoulders. Let's just go ahead and put that out there. That's not happening.
No, that would be, why should he? I mean.
The employment contract.
Do we think we want to head sort of more Harrow Mob terrain or Scorchface?
So if we look at the map, do we know about where the caravan was struck? So we would have to follow the Skitterfolk path, yeah?
Caravan is about 2 or 3 days away.
Yeah.
The where the ruins of the
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I think we should go there, and I don't think, I mean, if I see this correctly, it's just you can look. I mean, the distance you can see someone is really far, so taking a different path wouldn't help so much.
All I was thinking is if we went into the Scorchface, it might keep the Harrow Mob away a little bit more. They might be a little bit more.
Yeah, but then those will attack us.
Yeah, but they're not.
Variety.
Yeah, they're maybe not as aggressive towards us or not looking for us actively.
Yeah, or they don't have somehow some magicians as potent. Yeah.
So that was all sort of maybe sort of go that side of the path rather than the other side, but. We've got to follow the path to an extent, we can't go far off track, can we? We don't want to extend the journey or anything, but I would just say to her, maybe, we'd go more on the Scorchface side where possible, just to try and discourage them a little bit. if they are following us or looking for us.
So
Makes sense. Keep
proceed on like we were. What's the
Yeah. We're still heading towards the caravan. You know, she knows where she's taking us.
Mm-hmm.
But they're obviously going to report back those ones that got away.
And this was like a couple hours into our day, would you say, or?
It was before lunchtime, I think, wasn't it? Yeah.
So then, do you wish to redirect then? If they're going to be reporting back, do we wish to go where they will not expect us to go? Jakara.
Well, that's why I was saying more into the scorched face territory, because they might expect us to follow the Skitterfolk path, and it might just discourage them because they don't want to get more involved in the ongoing war they're having with them. But I don't know if that will discourage them. But
Yeah, it sort of made sense to be on the south side of the
Okay.
path.
Okay. Then let's do that.
Okay. So then let's see here. Rules for navigating your way around here. Spires. Paridar. Who is trained in survival? Also, happy March 1st, guys.
Yeah, I think it's me.
Are you able to assist Jakara? Is she
Oh yeah, she might be better. I'm,
survival?
I'm at plus 13, so but maybe Golek is even better. I don't know.
I'm 11 for survival, so plus 11.
That's one of the reasons she came along, to help us.
Yeah. So
I have my goggles. I have my goggles now, though, just for the record.
Oh yeah, which allow them to. What is it? It's for what's the two things you get to do shorter? Tracking and.
It's sense direction, track, +1 bonus of survival checks, and you can try again after 30 minutes.
Yeah. So the difference is going to be whether you're using survival to try and follow a path and not get lost. Sense direction, I wonder if that's intended to be the sort of not getting lost thing, as opposed to just like identifying where north is.
I'm also very pleased that I thought of it, because the equipment is, I find, devilishly hard to pick out in the moment. You know, have the right piece of equipment at the right moment. Go, wait, I have this ring.
Yeah.
You know,
that's why I wanted to leave everything open to be prompting of like, here's some shit that the folks in the Black Tower thought would be helpful.
It's good we just talked about it, because that's the only reason I probably remembered it right just now.
Yeah, so sense direction is the action to basically not get lost. So if you're navigating without a obvious landmark, that's what you're going to be using to make sure you don't continue in the direction you want to go. Tracking is following someone else, as opposed to trying to otherwise make sure you don't get lost on your way to a destination. So unless you are intending on following the attackers and you're going to go south because they went north, it'll be sense direction, in which case Golag gets a +1 on that.
Yeah. So Golek, do you want to? I think I will assist you, and you roll.
Okay.
Because you talked about managing and all this stuff, so then manage us.
Trying to make the boss feel better.
Yeah. So.
Okay, let me just take a look at exploration mode here. All right. If you are doing that, and you see,
Yeah. Unless we need my character to do some other action, then I wouldn't.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure you have an opportunity. Covering your tracks is one thing you can do with survival as well.
Oh yeah, I could maybe do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe Jakara can assist, because she must be.
What's her? Did I give you her skill bonus as well, guys?
Maybe you did, but I only know it for the combat.
Yeah, I've only got the combat stats at the moment.
Okay, give me a sec here. I can give it to you. Because she does have that. It's cool too if anyone wants to take the what's called captain, I think feat chain. You can actually upgrade her and improve her stats as you get further steps down the feat chain.
Yeah, it seems weird to have her always around us now and then.
It's also like that does seem like it's straining to justify a purchase at that point. So
yeah, somehow I rearranged my feats and now I can no.
Let's see here. Followers, here we go, 76. All right, she's a scout, which means her survival is going to be a plus 11 then. Yeah, she has plus 11 with her survival, so that's going to be a pretty useful aid another roll. Actually, Basil, do you have somewhere?
Yeah, I can use my own because I'm at plus 11 as well.
Here, let me do this here. I'm actually going to give you guys access to editing Jakara's handout. You can maybe put the stats on there.
Yeah.
So you've got the combat stats already, and then she has plus 11. Oh, actually, hold on, more. So she has plus 14 with acrobatics, plus 14 with stealth.
If you are telling that and I should write it down, I can't modify it right now.
Oh, under Jakara?
Yeah, because if I click edit, I only can edit her name. And that's it.
If you scroll down, you can't.
Yeah, I see now. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was athletics.
It's no acrobatics. Acrobatics is plus 14. Stealth is plus 14. Survival is plus 13. Forgot to add her stat modifiers. And lore, region of the Black Tower, is at plus 11.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She also, I think you already have this, but she deals 1d4 extra precision damage to off-guard targets. Ooh. And she can perform the scout exploration activity for you without having to spend an exploration activity. Gives you plus 1 initiative.
Okay. So, yeah, put it in there.
Okay. In exploration mode, followers typically tag along with the group. They either travel normally without using an exploration activity or avoid notice, hustle, or follow the expert to avoid notice, your choice. Alternatively, you can use your exploration activity to direct your follower to follow the expert, investigate, scout, or search, or to use any of the exploration skill actions from player core. So you do need to give up your own in order to direct her, but she will do scout for free.
Okay. And if we wanted her to help Golek or to support Golek, would this
Aid
also
is an exploration activity.
Action?
You'd have to give up your own to do that.
Yeah, okay. So then that makes no sense. So I think, Golek, you are on your own, and then I'll try to cover the tracks.
Okay.
Makes more sense. I just hope.
I'll do it myself.
Can we give up one of ours? Can we give up me and Sally? Can we give up one of ours? If we're not
So
doing
other
anything?
things that you guys may want to consider is avoiding notice. So if some of you want to remain hidden as you go, you all kind of have to avoid notice. You're gonna.
I mean, that sounds something like I'd be really good at stealth and
Definitely.
avoiding.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
That seems my speciality. Oh no, maybe Sally probably better at that.
Yeah. I don't think any of you have skills that allow you to like speed up any of your downtime activities, except for maybe Sally and Stealth.
It's just if I haven't got anything to do, then maybe I could give up mine to get Jakara to.
Well, what you could do is follow the expert, because Sally actually has an added benefit when she serves as the expert with Stealth, if I remember.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So if you want to try and help with remaining hidden.
Okay.
And Jakara could then scout and give us a +1 bonus because it doesn't take any actions
On the
from
initiative. Okay.
Yeah, from
Okay,
us.
let's do that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Then, Goldeye, why don't you give us a survival check, please?
All right. Bonus to the roll is 1, right?
Yes. I don't think it's baked in on your character sheet because it's only applicable to certain.
Yeah. It
Thanks.
asks you, so
Yeah.
I'm just putting it in for bonus to roll. Let's see, I guess.
20.
I'll roll an 8. I guess I'll reroll it. Get that hero point spent.
You guys all get a hero point. We'll get the start getting you topped up for that.
It's
There
better.
you go. Okay.
We
All
do
right,
get a hero
so-
point? Did we do just get a hero point?
You just get a hero point as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been lax in my awarding of hero points. We started a little late too because we were bullshitting before, but we're almost at the halfway point, and you haven't got a hero point yet. Who's running this thing? Jeez Louise. All right. I'm gonna grab something.
We'll barely make it to the cavern at this rate.
Sorry.
We'll barely make it to the cavern at this rate.
Okay, and then just trying to see here. All right, no, not that. The one thing I'm not clear on is, like, unless everyone takes follow the expert and someone who's good at stealth leads, it seems like, well, then that means only half the party is hidden. And that seems...
Oh, hang on. Follow the expert. Isn't that the one where you just roll once for the worst?
Yeah, you choose an ally attempting a recurring skill check while exploring. The ally must be an expert. While following the expert, you can add your level to the proficiency bonus, even if you're untrained. And then yours, I think, gives also an extra +2. They act as if they're trained. Do you remember what your
Avoiding notice in you and your allies roll a single stealth roll using the lowest modifier instead of roll separately. Yeah, isn't that just saying that we, instead of us all rolling and therefore having more chance of screwing up, then it's just...
Where are you looking, James?
Sorry,
I'm
I
on
was looking
page
under...
438 of Player Core. Avoid notice. You attempt a stealth check to avoid notice while traveling at half speed. If you're avoiding notice at the start of an encounter, you usually roll a stealth check instead of a perception to determine your initiative and see if the enemies notice you. And then what follow the expert allows them to do is someone else to benefit from your level of training.
Right,
So
I'm looking at quiet allies, which is my...
Can you click on that? Let's put it in chat. Yes. So what that... So it doesn't add any extra benefit.
Yeah, it doesn't add anything. It just means that you don't roll 4 times, so...
Yeah, so you're not efficient for failures, and you can just re-roll the 1. So that would be Dr. Ursprung's, I imagine. You're not trained in stealth, right, Doctor?
Nope.
Okay. And are you an expert in
Stealth?
stealth or better?
Yes. I am... Stealth... I am a master.
Okay. So then actually you get +3 on top of that. So it would be +12 to whatever your base stealth is, Dr. Ursprung. So what is that with the plus 12?
So my stealth is 0.
Okay, so that's easy to calculate then.
Yeah. So that's
So
12.
plus 12. And what is your total stealth bonus, Sally?
I'm sorry, my stealth is 19.
Okay, so then it would be the two of you would roll 1 at plus 12 for stealth, and then that wouldn't apply to initiative. Dr. Ursprung, you would be able to use that in place of your perception if plus 12 is better than your perception modifier.
No, my perception's better than that. But
Okay. Okay. Then, so it really only is a matter of you remaining hidden at the start. So it answers my question, I guess. It means that half the party is hidden and the other half is not, which is
Not very helpful.
no, it's a little weird. But whatever. I mean, we can change it if we don't like it, but we'll use it for now. Basil, what you are covering tracks, right?
Yes.
That is a survival check. Would you give us a survival check?
Yes.
At your leisure.
I will do. Oh, yeah, I will re-roll that. Maybe I will make it worse, but let's see. No, much better.
Wow. All right. You guys are ghosts in the desert, then. All right, then let's have, let's see. Darren didn't get to roll any weather or any random encounters yesterday, so let's not leave him out here. Would you kindly give us I believe it's a D8 roll?
okay.
Okay,
6.
just don't roll a 6. Uh-oh. I mean, it'll be fine, I'm sure. It's only a... Sean and Ingolf, would you each give us a D4 roll, please?
Yeah.
Okay. And James, would you give us a 2D20 roll, please? Actually, I might change my mind on that. Let me see.
Well, it's
Take a look at something here. Oh, I haven't seen the results. Sorry. Let's see. Let's do something fun. Whoa. What? Anne is very excited for what I've got planned. Hey, the D20s carry over. Look at that. Okay. A 2 and a 3. And okay. All right. Chikara's bonus. What's in here? Here we go. And I think we're back to you, Darren. Would you kindly give us a, let's see. Two D6 roll, please.
Yep.
And all right. So you guys have set off in the southerly direction, once again out across this kind of trackless desert as well. The weather is holding well. It is exceptionally hot, but in your adjusted clothing that you're wearing, it is proving to be better. Basil, you're doing an excellent job of covering up the basics, and Golag, it's odd that you feel so at home in a place like this. You're equipping yourself incredibly well as a navigator. If when you take your midday break, Jakara would ask you, have you traveled these lands before?
No. Mm-mm.
You've never navigated in such circumstances?
Not that I recall.
I thought you soft and fragile when I first met. You are hardier than expected.
That's good to hear. We make do. We're able to handle ourselves in different circumstances, but I have to say I wasn't sure how it was all going to go. You have quite a landscape here.
It does not suffer fools. Basil, Sally, and Dr. Earthsprung, who among you has the highest perception bonus?
Ooh, not me.
17.
Basil.
Okay.
I'm 16, but it's...
Okay.
It's
So Basil, you can picture you're sort of scrambling up to the peak of of some of the rock formations to try and keep an eye out. You've got the like little slit goggles to protect from the glare. You sort of get up and you're looking around, and what you can see is to the southwest. You can see about maybe a quarter mile. Oh, you know what? Justify another book. Here we go. I justified this one quite some time ago. But here we go. Basil, would you give us a 6d6 roll, please?
66.
Yep.
Okay.
6 six-sided dice. Bitte
Yeah,
und
that
danke.
is, okay.
Okay.
That's 19.
Okay. So that is then about 380 feet away from you. What you can see is it appears to be not a caravan, but like there's a group of travelers who are all wearing kind of robes. And there is one among their number that seems to be leading the way. And they are floating. They have seemingly no feet.
Okay. Yeah, I think I would mention that and hope for Jakara to maybe know something about the floating people
Sure.
here.
Yeah, let me see.
It's a Japanese ghost.
Yeah, it's one of those rest drakes because yet they don't need to walk anymore.
Mm-hmm. Okay. If you call her up, she looks down and she kind of scorch face. Why did they Why is there only one among them? A spirit. The others, look at them. They pay no heed to the dangers around them. They have no supplies. They seem wounded. Basil, if you take a kind of a closer look, there are several among the numbers that do seem to be limping or otherwise are injured.
Do they seem, I mean, I can't probably see it right now, but do they seem more alive or more like undead who are just trotting along?
Give us a, I think, perception check. There's really no other like insight or anything in this game.
Yeah, because I'm not sure whether you could see that actually, but
I'll tell you, like the difficulty of reading that is informed by the distance you are right now. You're almost 400 feet away from them right now, and you're kind of in the heat of day, so there's quite a bit of glare.
Yep,
but you can easily see. No, these are definitely, they're definitely living.
Okay.
And they look as if they have been in a heck of a scrap, and you can see, because you rolled so well, let me give you some insight into what is leading them. Oop, how did I put the... Nope. Addison, quit fucking... Come the fuck on. My fingers just like muscle memory. I'm trying to spell one word and it just wants to spell something different. It's like, no. All right. So they will... one thing that is different in this illustration is it will... show as if the creature has legs. This one does not. It drifts off into acrid black smoke. The leader of them looks like this.
Okay.
And she is as large as what the Jotunkin was.
Yeah, okay. So maybe kind of a djinn or something. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who's next to me, but I only maybe Jakara, but I would tell her and...
Yeah, you would, yeah. And she says, yes, they are among their numbers, the spirits.
Okay. So, do we want to engage with them? Is she leading them, or has she captured them?
She is one of their... I know not her name. She would be one of the leaders within them.
Okay, so either we have to fight them, or they could be potential allies.
They seem... Do they not seem as if they have already lost a conflict?
Yes. Yeah, but I mean, maybe our doctor can patch them up a little bit. So,
she looks at you kind of incredulously. Doesn't say anything. She receives the stratagem that you're working towards, but I think it's just, imagine someone who has lived their life with the Scorchface Horde, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, these are the
skepticism.
Yeah, the most. Yeah,
she may not be familiar with the whole, the enemy of my enemy maxim.
Yeah, the most unreliable allies you could have. Yeah. Yeah,
exactly. The enemy of my enemy is still probably my enemy, just not yet.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I think that is a management decision. So I will go to Golek and inform him of that very quickly, and he can make a decision because I'm underqualified as I get the vibe.
First Jakara buttering me up, and now Basil. What to make of this? Oh, they've been discussing. That's right. Those two have been conspiring on this matter.
Golag, most in need of therapy.
Yeah. That's how.
Well, she was very nice to me, and now
way.
she's talking to someone else.
It's in my head. I mean, yeah, it's not a bad. I mean, I think the trick is to an attempt to parlay is not unreasonable, as long as we can possibly do it without. We need to be prepared that it doesn't work. So that's kind of the trick.
But it could be also, it could us just give some insight about what's going on, because they probably would know some things.
Oh yeah, I mean, as long as it's definitely a substantial positive as long as they go for it. I mean, I agree. But if they don't, we just have to be ready for a skirmish.
So
they're
Basil,
at a weakened state, though, aren't they? So if we're going to skirmish with them, as you put it, now's the time. If we had to.
so we go with your clever stratagem, Basil, but it's on the dear leader if it goes wrong.
Yeah. You found that. Yeah. That's,
As usual.
Yeah. So I wouldn't call it my stratagem. It was my suggestion, but
it's
Which has
Basil's
now become the
strategy.
dear leader's stratagem.
yeah,
Even though I continue to call it Basil's strategy, that's
yeah, really. I think it's only up to the moment when it works. Then it was always your plan. I see.
indeed.
Yeah.
So
Who will go forth? Basil, do you have a thought on who would go? Who would make the contact? Who among us would? I don't know. Jakara probably not. If she's
Yeah. I mean, I think you would be very qualified to do that.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
And I could assist you because I mean, but I think Sally and Adam would be a little bit weird and out of place here.
I see.
But we are not, maybe.
I'm looking over my.
yeah, I guess it depends on what first impression you want to make, right? An orc is an orc is an orc here, and they have a variety of different factional interests. And while you do see some skitter folk among the folk at the Black Tower, they also seem to occupy a very specific place in Arthumian society. What do you guys think?
I'm fine with it. I was just seeing what I can bring to bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that. I will. So we will have probably the party. I'll probably be offset. Maybe I don't know. Does someone want to come up with me, or should I go on my own? It's not like we have a horde of 20.
I think we should just. I mean, make some noise or something. We don't need to shout at them, but make us seen or so.
Well, should I go ahead a little bit? I mean, obviously not too far, but go ahead and leave the party at a little more defensive stance, and I'll go forward to hail them a bit.
Yeah, I would just come with you because
it's your stratagem.
Yeah, and in the incident that we need to, two can run faster than one.
That sounds fine. You think you can run faster than me? That's what that comes down to. Don't have to be faster than the bear, as they say in Paridar.
Yeah. I think actually, my idea is that we don't run, but we just, engage. I hope they are not in there for a fight. Let me put it this way.
Indeed.
Okay. So what are the rest of the party doing?
I think we'll stay within, I don't know, a full turn of sort of running towards if it goes badly. So
let's do this. Back. We'll take advantage of. Oh shit! Fuck! What's going on here? I got some weird artifacting going on. Let's get that. There we go. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Let's have that stealth roll for the group. So 1d20 plus 12, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Doctor.
Plus 12. Yep. 24. 4-8. Up to the average, but
You
Good
did
with that?
young Padawan.
it's better than I expected.
Okay.
Oh.
So the two of you are lurking a good 75 feet back. Basil and Goldlag, tell us how you approach this caravan. I mean, call it a caravan is a little pathetic. It's the refugees, I guess.
Hey, what was the numbers again, Kevin? What we're looking at?
10 refugees and then this smoke-legged creature leading them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we could just wave something at them.
Yeah. Yeah. From how far do you think, Basil? Maybe 100 feet? Is that
Maybe at 200 feet already, I think.
200? Yeah. Because it's open terrain, so I think
Just
farther's okay.
Right?
Yep.
So normally, I don't know about the customs here, but maybe we just think that if we wave our hands or so, it's just a signal of we don't want to shoot at you because otherwise we would have our bows out or so.
I agree. Is there anything? I mean,
It
I
also
guess
has
I'm
been
too
known to
far.
be a sign of you just don't care.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is there? I'm too out of. I'm not sure I'd know any custom would I have like a parlay, some kind of thing.
You do have a
does.
member of the party who has a lore about.
That's true. That's true. I asked Chikara. Let's do that. I'll say, is there a parlay custom, a certain kind of flag or a certain object or a certain in this land?
Give us a D20 plus. What was it? 11 for her plus
Yeah,
11.
11.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. D20 plus 11.
Nice. Okay. Oh, 27. Fuck yeah. Do you speak the language Pyrrhic?
It doesn't sound familiar. Let me take a look. Pyrrhic was the name?
Yep.
I do not.
P-Y-R-I-C.
Pyrrhic, so it's a fire language.
Yeah. I have 6 languages. That is not among them.
Anna says that's unfortunate.
That
Is that the
unfortunate.
same that was called Ignan before?
Called Ignan before, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. No.
You speak it?
No, I only have infernal, but that's
Is Infernal Diabolic? Is that the same as Diabolic?
No, Infernal and Diabolic. Oh, maybe it is actually now.
yeah. I don't. I honestly,
Sometimes you love from us.
I've lost every.
Oh, I have it in my notes. It was changed from Infernal. That's in my notes anyway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because this has happened before, and I've asked the same thing before. I don't remember it. So I went ahead and wrote it down for myself.
And I intend to not write it down again. So
Right.
So yeah, this is quite a diabolic thing to rename the languages.
It really is.
it really is.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So what she would tell you is the Scorchface Horde, they favor that language, the Pyrrhic. So if you understand Pyrrhic, that would be a way of properly conveying that you are a
Mean no harm.
or at least that you are one of them. The alternative is strength. You're going to want to negotiate or present yourself from a position of strength. If they see you as weak, they will see you as prey. One way the Scorchface Horde may think of it is that you either weather the fire or you are kindling. And if you are seen as weak, you are kindling to be consumed.
Can we somehow, just for the moment, make your marks shown again?
Let's see.
Well, if they realize you are a Shadowbinder, then you might be very, very powerful. And that might give a good impression, but not on Sakara. So,
well, let's. Oh, I because she doesn't know it yet, huh?
Yeah.
We need to know. We need to. Well, let's see. And I'm a little sensitive that we're in front of her. I'm not sure we can get privacy from Sakara right now to have a conversation about it.
What's over there?
Yeah, right.
That's a sandstorm.
Could you, Jakar? Could you go over and? No. Let's see.
Well, can you think of a way to have like a stratagem for having her hang back?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think. I mean, if we could, Basil gives me a look, and I'll say, Basil, let's go. Let's walk up there a bit, and we'll discuss it on the way. You know, meaning that we're, the party is whatever farther back, but Basil and I are now starting to go ahead a bit, and I say, what, Basil, and you. So
she'll hang back with the doctor and Sally.
Yeah, and so Basil, you bounce off me. Hey, what about showing your marks?
Yeah.
And I guess it comes down to I would like to ask Basil. I would like to ask Jakara what effect she thinks that would have on them, but we have to come up with we have to give Jakara some bare explanation herself of what's going on here with my marks. Don't you agree? So what?
I mean, we could say it is a spell you put on yourself to look like a Shadowbinder.
You think she'd buy that? You think she'd buy that?
So let me ask you this, and knowing that the Sunslayer does not have influence over much of the Hellforge Desert, and including down to here, what advantage do you think you would have revealing yourself as a Shadowbinder in this context?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good question, which is why I was even going to bounce it off Jakara. It's not a bad suggestion as far as brainstorming goes, but I mean, I'm just
no. Again, like I don't mean to suggest that it's a bad idea. Just if you've got a thought as to why you thought that would be advantageous.
It may be too complicated, mainly because if Jakara wasn't here, I would see it as a better suggestion, because I just think it might be more complicated with Jakara than it is a positive for this group in front of us.
Just spitballing. This is like I'm not putting my thumb one way or the other, but put yourself in their position. Imagine you've just been set upon by whoever they were set upon. You can probably safely assume it's someone from the Harrow mob because they seem to be at war. What would your reaction be to seeing someone step out as a representative from the Sunslayer, if you infer that from them being a Shadowbinder? And again, I don't know. We're going to leave it as a random thing, but I think at the least, it might raise questions that need to be answered before you immediately respond.
Yeah, I think it's too complicated.
Oh, no, I don't mean to say that. I mean, like, at the least, if you're looking for a reason for them to either respond in strength or flee from you, and you want to give them a reason to engage, that might actually be a reason to do that. Because if you're in their shoes and you see suddenly a Shadowbinder out here, like, why the everyone knows what a Shadowbinder is from what you've talked to everyone else. What is a Shadowbinder doing here? It may not give you anything beyond that initial respite and initial engagement, but it may give them a reason to want to engage. But I guess the question is when you do reveal, oh, no, I don't work with them whatsoever, what is the subsequent response then?
Yeah. So we would have to say that we are actually working with him, and that's maybe not the good thing to do.
No.
Just let us be who we are, and I know you know magic, and if they want to attack us, they can do, and then we'll see how they will manage.
I was looking for something I could. I don't know if flying. I could fly. If that would confer a bit of oddity to them, give them a little something to think about.
At least it would confer that we have powers.
Yeah, we're no ordinary.
Yeah,
you
but
know, jokers.
if I understand correctly, they have already been attacked by a mage as well, maybe, because that is at least what we suffered. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
Just do as you like. Just be authentic yourself, and then it will work.
Just authentic Golag, really.
Yeah, be yourself, Gola.
That's our big plan.
guys-
That's a pretty desperate plan right there. Just
What
be
could
your
go wrong?
authentic self, Golag.
Yeah,
That's our
just-
master plan.
Yeah, when has that ever failed us? Be honest.
Oh, if Basil says that, I think I just actually go for that. I'm like, you know what? It's not a bad call. I think I will. I think I will cast fly. Let's do something, and I'm going to do something by casting fly. I don't think I've ever cast it either, so might as well get this get this sucker cast. I've had it for some time.
Okay, 2, 4.
So I will walk slowly so that you can keep up flying.
Yeah.
All right. So I need to do the roll 20 shuffle again because I'm getting artifacts. Okay. So what does it look like when you cast your fly spell?
Yeah, and I guess I wonder how obvious it is that shadow binding magic is shadow binding. Magic is an interesting.
We've always been sort of assuming that there is whatever the source of your magic is, that does infuse the look of the effects. So you're not going to have like massive shadow wings necessarily, but like there may be a quality of like your eyes shadow over, and when you're cast off, there's trickling shadows like little wisps of smoke, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, I think that and even my markings maybe kind of assert themselves. It's it doesn't seem crazy.
Yeah.
Just for our future, since in context of the
Colag is soaring away. Good to know.
Basil, you got this. And
So then, having cast flight on yourself, what do you wish to do then?
I'm going to fly up a little. I'll go along with Basil momentarily until we get to the distance we want, and then I will fly up and say, Basil, anything else? Do you have any last?
No.
So anywhere between, I think at about 200 feet away is when I would start making checks to see if they notice you guys, unless you were trying to conceal yourself. But anywhere between like probably 600 feet away they are at that point, up to about the 250. If you wish to move a little closer than that, we can roll some stealth checks.
I don't think we want to be hidden, so I think we don't want to surprise them.
You activate your stealth. They're still not aware of you. You're about 250 feet away. The other guys are about 325. What are you doing, Golag?
I think it's fine here. Since I'm flying, they'll I could be even a little farther. And I will fly up and say, what language do you think I should use, Basil? Probably, I guess just common.
Everyone has been using Orcish.
Orcish. Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah, I will fly up and
say?
In Orcish I say, hail, fellow travelers. Wish to parley, and
why don't you give us
Mm-hmm.
a diplomacy check, please?
All right. I'm gonna re-roll that.
You guys ever seen the Battle of Britain?
There we go.
Okay. I think what you see is the caravan of orcs all sort of kind of pull in a little closer together. The Scorchface leader turns to you, and you can see that there is, for a brief moment, it almost looks as if her body is about to transform into fire itself. Like it flares up around her, and then she sort of sees your reaction or the manifestation of your powers. And she remains in her form, casts herself up, leaving a trail of blackened smoke as she soars up in your direction. What's your speed, Golag?
Let's see. Getting a flight speed equal to my speed or 20 feet, whichever is greater. My speed is 25.
25. Okay, so she's moving about the same speed you are. You can see that these guys, the injured group, they are armed. So they are taking out some weapons, including bows and curved swords. She flies up to being about 100 feet away from you. So assuming you moved maybe 50 or 75 feet forward, she has now positioned herself about, she's a little lower than however high you are, and she positions herself between you and the group, and with a gesture, there is a flaming scimitar that has appeared in her hand. And
like the picture.
Very much in the picture, yeah. I'm just being completely fucking lazy. She's also, leaving many areas unarmored for some inexplicable reason. Distraction, I assume. She looks at you and with a voice that sounds like it is coming or accompanied by a roiling blast furnace, she says, "Who are you? And why do you follow?"
My name is Golag.
Golag.
We are a party following this path. We weren't following you, but we just came upon you, and we wish to. We mean your group no harm. We in fact could possibly render aid. It seems you've been set upon, and we would be grateful for information.
We are not weak. If you think us so, you will burn, Golag.
No, I did not mean to confer that, but we do wish to trade, and we would like to trade information, and we thought you possibly would be interested in some type of aid.
She glances down and sees the now, visible skitterfolk down below. Who are you?
We have come from, let's see here.
The Black Tower.
Yeah, we've come from the Black Tower. I'm trying to remember some of the connections here of just telling her that we under the auspices of what we are.
Black Tower is probably sufficient for.
Yeah, we come from the Black Tower, and we've set out to. There's obviously trouble out here, and we've set out to see what's happened.
We have been ambushed by the Horde. Maybe you as well. We fought them.
I'm not sure. I mean, you can probably shout up. Actually, yeah, like they're not like hundreds of feet in the air, Basil. So
you can shout up.
Yeah, but no. If I can't hear them, then
no. I think it's reasonable. Like Goldeye didn't say he was like going 100 feet in the air, and you can quite easily hear her. And she looks at you and she says, "If you think these lands unprotected, you will burn, Black Tower scum."
We're not looking for weakness. We're looking for information. We're looking for why this is happening. We're looking for why these lands are more troubled than they were. And we would like to parley with you to exchange information for what we have, aid, etc.
Her eyes seem to blaze less brightly. You have skitter folk among your number.
We do.
Do you bring trade?
We do. Let's descend a bit, if you will, down to where he resides, and he can speak for himself. And I will head downwards a bit. Fly.
Sure.
Lower.
So you're going to get to the level with her, and her eyes narrow, and says, "We will parley. But if you betray this kindness, you will burn, small thing."
I understand.
If you get down, again, she's twice your height. So
Gotcha.
when you land, Basil, you can almost, she lands close enough to you. She gives off a wave of heat that, like, you feel like if you got too close to her, you could very well singe your fur. And as she lands, the blackened smoke sort of coalesces into feet, and she stands. She turns back and speaks in a language that sounds like the crackling and popping you get when things are burning, but in spoken form. And her group kind of staggers forward. She looks back and says, "Your allies are poorly hidden. Bring them forth."
I'll give the signal. Wave them forward.
The other three step forward. And let's take our, gosh, we're almost the last hour. Why don't we take our mid-session break now? And then we'll come back and you guys can parlay with her name. Is Nulian the Cinder Queen. And make sure you guys can see. Yep, there we go. So for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, I've unmuted myself. So I forgot. Hey, everybody at home. Wayne, THX, hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. Thanks again for joining us for that 2E session yesterday as well, too. That was really cool seeing you guys in chat so much. And yeah, hope you're enjoying your Sunday. Okay. I thought I saw Epps. Yeah, you were in chat as well, too. Epps, hope you're having a terrific weekend. I like the Tarude reference, too. Now I'm going to have that song caught in my head until I listen to it after the session. All right. Okay. I can't believe we're in our last hour already. Time is just flying today. Okay. I did, against my better judgment, check my work phone, see if there's any emails came in. Nothing to fucking deal with till Monday. So, yes.
It seems I managed to get the Traveler 5 hardcovers on eBay. So
which ones?
The Traveler 5 5th edition.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, because Graham has talked me into it.
I have. Well, I'm going to be spending my now that the 10K sub game is done, and I don't really have any big things otherwise to prep for a while now. I have a giant stack of Tales of the Valiant books that I need to finish getting through.
I'm reading this now, but I saw this offering, and then I bid and made it.
I understand that. Yeah. The other competing thing, I still need to finish reading those Stormlight Archive novels too, and like I'm only halfway through the second one, and there's like I need to finish 4 of them before I can finish reading those books, because there's spoilers for the first 4 novels in those first the RPG books. So
yeah, and there is an upcoming Kickstarter from Brandon Sanderson for new books. I saw or so.
Yeah, for new books. When they just send out, if you're the late backing of Mistborn, you still can actually late back Mistborn, but I think it ends in like the next couple of days. So you can. I've jumped on because I enjoyed running Cosmere quite a bit. The one time we did. And Mistborn looks fucking awesome. Like it looks very. I've not read the novels yet. I have them now, but they seem like they're set in a similar, a Paridar-esque kind of like, kind of quasi-Victorian setting too. So I'm kind of partial to that setting or that type of setting anyway. So I imagine I'll like that too. All right, we are all back, and so. You are introduced to Nulian, the Cinder Queen. What explanation do you offer for why you were in the middle of Scorchface lands?
We had to move a little bit out of the pass because we were attacked by the, I don't know what kind of raiders of the Horde.
The Harrow mob set upon you.
Yes.
So, yeah, the Harrow mob is separate from the Scorchface Horde. You're saying the raiders from the Horde.
I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong. We are attacked by the.
You're using the wrong nonsense made-up word. Yeah. How dare you, Ingolf? Come on.
Yeah. It's like in Star Trek, if there is a sub-realm thing, subspace thing. Yeah.
What she says then is why are you out?
A caravan of my folk has been seen outside, and they were attacked, it seems, and we want to go to the remnants, or the wherever the rest of the caravan is. See for ourselves.
There is a Give us a perception check, Basil. Actually, everyone can give us a perception check as well, because you're all seemingly involved in this conversation. I think everyone speaks Orcish too, don't they? Everyone gets a hero point as well.
Yeah, so if I get a hero point, I will re-roll. Just maybe fish for a better roll. No, worse.
Okay.
So,
anyone who does speak Orcish can give us a perception check as well.
Yeah, I don't speak Orcish.
Me neither.
Yeah.
oh,
I'll go ahead and spend it right away too.
You can as well, just as a reminder, I think you actually might be able to pick up a language as a downtime action. Downtime may be one of those things you can invest in. So once this current mystery is down, we can indulge in some downtime.
Oh, jeez.
Nat one.
both that one. That is cool, isn't that?
Thank you, Roll20. Is the gift that keeps on giving. All right. So you ask about that. She says, are you from the caravan?
Nope. But I want to know what happened to my folk.
Doctor, you need not make a roll to see, like, there's clearly at least 2/3 of these people are suffering from pretty severe injuries. And it's combat-related injuries, too. This is not the kind of thing that you get from exposure or, like, you know, falling down something. These are lacerations and, you know, broken bones.
I think I would sort of just step forward and sort of whisper, or as if I'm whispering to Golag, as like a support sort of doctor figure, you know, and sort of point at him so that he can then sort of say, oh, my sort of helper or whatever, suggest that maybe we can assist. So I just say to him, yeah, maybe we could offer some help to someone they're injured.
Did you write her? You wrote her name somewhere, didn't you, Kevin?
It should be on the token. Can you guys not see that?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's on the token.
Sorry. I knew I was not looking in the right place.
Oh, okay, no problem. Yeah, sorry, that wasn't a facetious ask.
No,
It's been a little wonky today, so I wanted to be
you
sure.
You could have put it in the chat. I just wasn't sure. Yeah, that was the question. Where it was.
And in fairness, I normally do. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know something about that caravan?
Did I say I knew something of that caravan?
No. You didn't say. I was just asking.
You demand parley, offering information, and do nothing but take.
Can we possibly?
Flames are beginning to build up a little bit around her.
Can we possibly have our what would they call a medic? Have we heard a better word than medic in this?
They've been referring to him as an apothecary, as a physiker, and as a chirurgeon.
Maybe we can.
Yeah, did you just look up old-timey words for doctor?
Maybe we could have our apothecary here, and I nod at the doctor, begin to have a look at your wounded, if that would be possible. I would like to offer that.
Did he piece himself back together?
Impressive, eh?
Hideous. Better to have died than live as such.
Personal insults aside, may we have? He's quite effective. If he could have a look at your.
He may. She turns and once again speaks in that strange, crackling tongue. And some of the injured step forward. Every single one of them has the same one long-healed injury that has left horrific scarring. Every single one of them has a burn mark across their face. Think of, like, you know, Sauron's Uruk-hai, but as if your hand was a brand instead.
Mm-hmm.
So they step forward and permit themselves to be treated by you, Doctor. And give us a medicine check. Let's see how overall well that goes.
Where's that gone? There we go.
Yeah, 20,
Ooh.
baby. Look at that. Okay. Well, I mean, it turns out I threw the switch, and it turns out it's working. So
Yeah.
that's good. Doctor, why don't you tell us what it's like as you pass through these injured things and being like, every single one of them is going to feel better as soon as you administer your treatment.
I think I'll just try and use anything that I've picked up in the last, 4 or 5 days of how the sort of orcs have interacted with each other when we've been at Black Tower and things like that. So if they keep eye contact, I'll keep eye contact. If they don't keep eye contact, I won't, and I'll just I'll just try and follow the best I can procedural wise, and I'll always look to the leader, every time I move along the line to sort of get the nod before I sort of start trying to patch them up. I just try and be super respectful and like show that I'm like I say, more of a hired help, because I think that would probably go better, that they sort of see me as a sort of a tool or a hireling, or someone to be used. And
what other languages do you speak, Dr. Earthsprung?
I've got Common, Draconic, Elven, Jotun, and Undercommon.
Jotun. If you do, that was one that you were able, when you guys met with those Minotaurs, you were able to communicate with them in Jotun. If you wanted to try that, these guys speak Pidgin Jotun.
Yeah, I'll try just the odd word like better, as I'm sort of administering or.
And did you guys know that Pidgin Jotun was the name of my They Might Be Giants high school cover band?
Didn't know that.
Yep. So if you do, they're able to communicate with you a bit and able to. And one of the things they kind of gesture to is Igor, because I mean he's got many of your devices built directly into there. They kind of like gesture at it and then gesture at Basil and ask, He built.
I say, mine. I built.
And you can see they talk to each other in Orcish, and they're shocked by this. You have left among these murdering rabble, you have left a very, very good impression. They're fascinated. If there's anything you think that you want to sort of recognizing the limits of your ability to communicate because of your shared common tongue, if there's anything you want to kind of direct the conversation towards, you certainly could.
I mean, I'll sort of show Igor off a bit. I'll sort of gesture him over and get him to walk over, and I'll sort of open and get my supplies out, my medical supplies from his sort of storage area where I keep my things, and just, do that. So I think I'd use it more as a, sort of showing off Igor rather than trying to communicate with him too much, because it's probably easy. Then
you've made an impression. Then likely, if they survive and make their way back to the Scorchface Horde, word is going to spread of you.
And at the end, I think I'll just say to Goleg, I think that's the best I can do as I sort of step back.
Sure. So it's probably about an hour, at least an hour's worth of time of you guys treating these individuals. Jakara will be disgusted with all of this, but has decided, she'll offer to keep watch while you guys are parlaying. Okay. And that leaves about an hour of time for Goleg and Basil to parlay with them, with Nulian.
So, if you would, what happened to you? What befell your worthy group here?
It seems the same as befell you. You came away better. Were you greater in numbers before?
Oh, were we? No, we did not lose anyone. There were injuries, but no casualties.
You're chirurgeon.
Yes,
He's pretty good.
he is.
And she gestures at Sally. That one. Why does she wear the Skitterfolk device?
Because her kind needs contact with water more than we do. And this is not obviously the right land for her in that way.
She's of the water.
She is for people of a land far, far away.
You speak Aquan, I believe. Sally, is that right?
Let's see what it's called these days. I've got Algolithu, Thalassic, Common, and Sackfoth.
I think Thalassic.
Celestic should be, because
Aquan,
that means...
Yeah, deep. Yeah.
Aquan, yes, sorry. Brackets Aquan.
Okay.
Underneath.
So she turns to you and says in kind of accented Thalassic or Aquan or whatever we want to call it, she says to you, do you understand my words, water scum?
That's a bit far-y.
If you respond in it, she there's a little tweak in her ear, or in her mouth. Are you a bastard of a Marid?
I'm not sure I understand your Cod Thalassic so well, but no, I'm a different. I am called Azarketi.
Word is not familiar to me. How do you find yourself in a land so ill-suited to your kind and in service to these?
Well, he's such a good boss, I couldn't help but come along.
The tongue is unpleasant for me to speak, but I know sarcasm. You were bold coming here and speaking to me. There are some of my kind who would see you vapor.
Yeah, well, you know what they say, you know. Paper wraps rock and rock blunts scissors and water quenches fire.
Fire makes vapor.
As it goes out.
Would you like to see if you can quench my fire, little water thing?
You're not my type.
She laughs at that. Like, clearly she's enjoying the sparring. And she says, this orc of yours, his tongue is as sharp as my horns. Does he lie?
No. No, he tends to be very straight.
And your skitterfolk, it is not his caravan that burned.
No. As I say, we come from far away. They just look alike.
The Cankermire, the poisoned oceans. Is that why you resign yourself to the desert?
It's really a very different world. But, you know, we are where we are, and we make the best of it, as ever. Pragmatism is an important skill.
You will not find a place among the horde. water thing. We are fire. It is good you shelter with the Black Tower cowards. What do you really seek out here?
Oh, indeed, we try to discover what happened to the poor caravan.
Give us
It
a
seems a
diplomacy
very
check.
unconstructive thing to do.
Sally's quite good at diplomacy, from what I recall.
Mm-hmm. Diplomacy.
Good roll. So she seems to enjoy this sparring, and she says, "You are not the only creatures interested in the fate of that caravan. Those who set upon us asked of its fate too."
That is perplexing.
They think something stolen. The Scorch Face, we know better. One can rob caravans freely along active routes. But robbing from the skitter folk, you do that once.
I hear it's very foolish.
We, though mighty, are not foolish. The mob is who burned the caravan. But they think it pilfered previously. And they blame us. Did one of your foolish folk, did they rob the skitter folk?
No, we're on our way out. We've not encountered any caravans. We're new here, as you can no doubt tell.
Are you of the folk?
Of which folk? Sorry.
So you've heard people refer to the community. People who are members of the community of the Black Tower, they call themselves the folk of the Black Tower. So that is likely who she's referring to.
We're more guests of new arrivals.
Would one of their young, the spawn they send, chasing after sandstorms, would they be so foolish as to rob the skitter folk?
Well, I heard from them that they know better. So it would surprise me. Everyone there, that folk, seemed to know not to do it.
Children often fail to heed instructions when away from discipline.
Surely children can't take down a caravan.
But Rob, the Harrow mob is who burned the caravan, but someone stole from them first. You say it was not your folk. I tell you, it was not those of the Horde. Which of us is wrong, Water Thing?
Well, I put it to you, there must be a third. So who else is there if it's not the Harrow mob, the Black Tower, or you? Who is the third?
This is not my concern. We will burn the mob. And she shifts back into Orcish once again, turns back to Basil and Goleg. Your Physiker. He seems gifted in his arts.
Indeed. I am glad that he can rend aid to you.
Your water thing. She is yours?
We're in the same group. I do not possess her.
What would you take as payment for her?
It would have to be her decision. Her price is high, I would imagine.
There's a grin on her face that tells you that, like, clearly there was an impression that Sally was made, whatever they were saying to one another in that language. Something seems to have left an impression on this giant fire spirit woman. Have you guys anything else you wish to direct the conversation towards with her?
Do you have any speculation, Nulian, of what was stolen? What could possibly be this item?
You don't know that. She's only said it to Sally and only in...
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, did she tell us? So she told Golek that the same happened to them as happened to us?
The attack, yeah.
Yeah. So, we are new to this area, on this parts of the land here. But it seemed like the Harrow mob had access to some weird magic they hadn't before. At least we were told. Because when we were attacked, they used different kinds of stuff.
She looks at you. And?
Interesting. So they didn't when you were attacked. It was like the normal Harrow mob.
They had the advantage of numbers.
Okay.
And they had magics.
I got the impression that somehow they were in possession of more potent magic than before. And maybe that made them more aggressive, more keen, or more eager to fight.
You can give us a diplomacy check as well.
Yeah, but I think I will stay at that. Only making
You want to fish
work.
that nat one? It's 2:00. Everyone gets a hero point.
Yeah, okay. So let's go for the net one again. That would be great, wouldn't it? First, Adam heals them, and then we start a fight.
Yeah.
That would be.
Now we're in fighting form. Good.
No. But yeah, so 26. It's
Okay. So she just looks at you and says, "The sands are ever shifting, skitterfolk." I didn't know she would call you a skitterling.
Yeah. Ah, I see. Thank you.
Anything else? You guys are getting close to sort of the time when she is going to be, or Dr. Earthbound will be concluded with his work.
May we inquire as to why you were out here? Why you ventured with your group?
You can ask.
I'm asking.
And so you have.
Would you be... We have told you that we are out here looking to see what happened to the caravan. Would you be willing to allow it had anything to do with the caravan?
She remains silent.
Can't think of anything else. Does anybody else have anything? All right. No, I think...
If you guys have a moment, I'll give you like 5 minutes if Sally wants to share any of what she talked about with Nulian, with either Golag or Basil, because you guys obviously would know that they were speaking in language that you did not know.
Yes, I'd let him know.
Well, again, you have 5 minutes. We had a much longer conversation. What do you say, Sally?
Apparently the Harrow mob did ransack the caravan, but after they said things had been lifted from it, and they accused the Scorchface mob of having pre-raided, as it were. And now she thinks it's us. Although I think I persuaded it's not, and it's not the folk either. So it seems that there's a fourth player out there. Somebody raised it. So then there was a question of, was it one of the youth of the Black Tower in some way?
So she knows about the magics.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's why she asked. Okay.
Hold on, I don't know. What do you mean engulf?
So we were the mage that was with the raiders last time was very likely one of the younger folks of the tower. So we got the impression that person was under some kind of influence or something else. Maybe possessed by some older spirit or some older thing. So it might very well be that they actually were the ones that stole from the caravan, but we don't know. So I wouldn't rule it out. But when they asked that specific questions, or when Nulian asked that specific question, so she has a suspicion that there is something wrong with this, and maybe she has this suspicion because she witnessed their magical power as well. That's at least what I would suspect.
One more minute. Anything further you wish to share, Sally?
I think that's the key.
Okay.
And she didn't... Sally, she didn't allow that her group was out with anything to do with this, like what her quest was, what her purpose was?
No, she never said what they were out for.
Very good.
Okay. Then based on that, Basil and Golag, anything further you wish to discuss with Nulian before you and the Harrow mob, or the Scorchface Horde, part ways?
Anything you would share, Nulian, on what possibly would cause all of this conflict that otherwise makes no sense? That what would be worth it? What exactly we're talking about here? Like what is the underlying reason that someone has gone to great pains and crossed lines and caused this conflict? Do you have any speculation?
She looks back at you, and there's a look of anger on her face that you haven't seen before, but you're canny enough to tell it's not that she's angry at you, it's that you've asked about something that angers her. And she says, the Harrow mob think themselves now greater than they were. The Scorch-Face Horde will teach them their mistake.
Yeah.
Do you have something to say, Basil?
No. I wouldn't dare to make a quip about that.
I see.
I mean, they were very successful in their first try, and let me put it this way. So I will refrain from pointing that out.
So then, unless there is any last thing you wish to say or ask of Nulian, she and her followers will set forth. One thing you notice as well, this is in particular true of Sally, who is most sensitive to it. While you are in the encampment with Nulian, it feels as if the temperature has dropped by at least like 10 or 15 degrees Celsius. It is a much more manageable heat. The blasting heat of the desert seems to have some respite in her presence.
It's interesting. Despite her being a fire, which is interesting. And is she, when they leave, she's going in the direction of the Scorch-Face lands, I assume?
She's going to insist you leave first. These are the Scorch-Face lands, unless you wish to contest that.
No, not at all.
Then you depart.
Yeah.
And where are we on that map as far as we can tell? Would you say?
You're in the lands of the Scorch-Face Horde. You're about a little past midday of travel, so that would be probably somewhere in that like vast open area south of like where the KI or T are on Skitterfolk path.
Okay.
And we're not on the path, right?
No, you guys went south into the Scorch-Face Horde lands.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I would just if I would, maybe you could ask if we were allowed to keep a little bit in the lands parallel to the road and not go straight back to the road, because if we need to follow, so like leave the lands immediately would mean we have to go straight north. But we want to go to the north. You wish
safe parley in our lands, is what Nulian asks.
What did she say? Sorry.
You wish safe, that's what, not parley, safe passage in the lands of the Scorch-Face Horde.
Yeah, at least for some time, yes.
She raises her hand, and you can see the shimmering heat. And she says, there is one means by which we mark those safe. It need not be your face, but the touch of the Scorch-Face Horde is unmistakable. Who wants to take the mark if you wish to have yourself marked as a friend of the Horde? I think that if, because she's talking in Orcish, someone shouts out, the Kyrurgeon! The Kyrurgeon! And they're very big fans of him. So they all think that he should mark. And whatever word they're saying, Dr. Ersprung, they seem to be saying it over and over again, and a lot of people are looking at you right now.
Yeah. Couldn't we mark Igor? That would be...
Yeah, I assume they won't take that as. But
You're not gonna take it on the face, Dr. Ishmael?
nah, he'd offer to, hold out his arm or something if he.
Yeah.
If someone needs to.
There is this is the the whole unit getting a tattoo together, or they are almost like lifting you up on their shoulders, bringing you over for the marking, and they're all chanting as this is going on. You are truly claimed as one of their own. The pain, as you can imagine, is fucking extraordinary, and her hand is also, remember, she's large sized, so it's going to be a pretty fucking big scorch on one of your biceps, and it is definitely leaving a mark. She leaves it long enough to truly scorch in there. But when it is finished, there's a rush among the crowd of the Scorch Face Horde. They are thrilled that you are one of them now, or at least a friend to theirs. So they're all kind of clapping you on the back and whatnot. Nulian seems pleased with the outcome of that, and she says, so long as your chirurgeon survives, he is marked as welcome in our lands. Though, and her eyes go sort of, dark as pitch. If you abuse that, we will burn you from the inside. And she shifts to Thessalonian once again, Sally, and she says, be sure these trifling things understand the binds of oaths of a primal origin. Oh, you're muted, James. Tabo!
Oh, I am sure the doctor is a very honourable man.
Breakers of such oaths, will you know what a thing? Farewell. And she shifts back into Orcish. Farewell. And I think you have now learned the Orcish name for doctor or chirurgeon or whatever, Dr. Urshun, because that's what they all keep calling you. But you guys pack up and head on. It's about late afternoon by the time you guys are heading out, so you still have about a day and a half of travel before you should reach around where the Skitterfolk caravan is, but you can continue on. Who would like to take the credit / blame for our weather roll?
Definitely management.
Management, you got it.
I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's all right, Basil. It's okay.
No, it's you do.
I mean, we have don't get me wrong. You guys are gonna have plenty of opportunities to share blame around here. There's random encounter rolls. There's encounter demeanor rolls. There's plenty of shitty shit that is gonna be brought down upon the party. It's just a matter of who wishes to share the blame for what things. Basil or Golag, would you give us a 3d20 roll, please?
Ooh. 3d20.
Yeah, we're a little late in the day for this. I forgot to do it at the start. But
let's see here. All right, a second.
Okay. So nothing untoward is setting upon you today. When you guys depart, the company of the Cinder Queen and her entourage you guys have an opportunity to speak amongst yourselves. You've fallen back into it as well. Golag is navigating across these trackless dunes. Basil is covering up your tracks. Sally and Dr. Ursprung are keeping yourselves hidden, and Jakara is keeping an eye out. But you will have an opportunity to discuss what you've learned.
Appreciate your willingness to take the mark, Doctor. That made things easier.
I think most people see me as fairly horrific already. Another mark will be added.
There's a saying in Paridar, match in a forest fire.
It certainly seems likely that her party was out to some respects for this business, what we're out for, in some manner. Her mission was had something related to the caravan, or to what it's caused.
Yeah, to what? Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, we are there to investigate the caravan itself. I mean, among other things, but I think they are here for finding out what was stolen and who is to blame for what was stolen. And then I don't know, work from there to get rid of the mob, it seems.
They seem to be blaming each other.
No, they seem to blame the Black Tower, actually. But yeah.
Well, they don't think. Well, the Harrow mob are blaming the Scorchface, and the Scorchface are blaming the Harrow mob.
Although she specifically doesn't blame the Harrow mob for the theft, since it seems proven to her, not unreasonably.
Well, she doesn't directly, but they're blaming her, which would then, I guess, mean they don't think they done it, or that they're not admitting that they done it. That's what I meant by that.
Yeah, that's her logic. Yeah.
So, who has done it if it's not one of the two factions?
And she was even suggesting a youthful Black Tower. So her thoughts are, which doesn't surprise us, but we have information she doesn't. So it's interesting that her thoughts have gone that far.
Well, yeah, I guess she was loosely blaming the June Chasers, wasn't she?
Yes,
she was.
Yep.
Which I think we're fairly convinced it wasn't them, unless one of them has turned into this magic user, or
yeah. It seems pretty unthinkable. I mean, it's one thing to be mischievous. It's another to that would be. But
it does explain their disappearance if they have turned into some other strange faction or separate unit that are operating on their own. Perhaps that's why they haven't returned. Perhaps they weren't killed or captured. They were actually, they're doing something else. Basically, they've gone on their own. Maybe not because of their own choosing. Perhaps, like Basil was saying, they've been influenced or controlled, or.
So the fourth party. I mean, whoever's behind the possession of the youth, the control of the youth, which seems to be a fourth party. Seems to be.
Maybe. That's only a theory.
Yeah. It seems unlikely that a youth of the Black Tower somehow, randomly became so evil on his own.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any idea that they just decided, oh yeah, we're just going to take on the Scorch mob and the Harrow mob and start attacking Skitterfolk. That doesn't seem likely.
It just doesn't seem possible at this point. The information doesn't suggest either Scarface or Harrow mob that it doesn't seem to be in their bailiwick. Like we've not heard of, it's theory, but of either Scarface or
Scorchface.
Scorchface, Scarface, and Horch, and
Harrowmob. Otherwise, I have to start doing Al Pacino voice. And I don't want to do that.
Say hello to my little. Scorchface or Harrowmob doesn't seem to be in their bailiwick to be possessing people. I mean, it just doesn't feel like a match. I mean, it's all theory, speculation, but it doesn't quite seem right, and it doesn't seem that they're behaving so. Like what we got from Nulian, I know she's a new acquaintance, but what we got from her and what we keep hearing about how the behavior of the Harrowmob, it doesn't seem like a match for either of them to have possessed this youth.
But maybe, and this is only, again, this should be coming from Basil, really. Maybe they found an item that has maybe changed them. You know, a cursed item that's possessed them in some way. And then that's led them to attack the Skitterfolk.
I don't need to tell it because you already have somehow taken my theory and accepted it. So that's even better.
Yeah. You're starting to pass them on without even explaining them. I'm getting inside Basil's head now.
Finishing each other's sentences. It's a little
Yes.
Yes, little and large.
Yeah. I think maybe, I mean, the real new information is twofold. Something was stolen from the caravan, and that made the caravan turn. Most likely, because I mean, why would they? At least the Harrowmob attacked them where they are, and so why didn't they turn before or something? I don't know. It would be a reason to turn around if something was stolen, something major.
Try and retrieve it to try and go back for it, or just because they can't complete it?
Yeah, then it's better not to trade, and
don't come empty-handed, as it were.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, they made it.
Yeah.
They made a hard deal, and they couldn't show up empty-handed.
So, and I understood Nulian a little bit different from what I understood. The Harrowmob tried to frame what they did to the caravan as though it was done by the Scorched Face horde. So that would mean that they want to convince someone that they weren't the people behind it.
What's your basis for thinking they were framing them?
They were what?
What's your basis for thinking that they're framing them?
I thought that she said they attacked them and made it look like we did it or so. They burned it down.
Nope. She just said that they burned it down.
Okay, so.
I mean, whether that means that she saw that they did that, or that they took credit for it, or whatnot. She seemed confident that they were the ones who burned it down. She didn't say anything about them framing.
Okay. Yeah. No. I got that wrong. So that's okay.
No, that's fine. That's why I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
This is all made up nonsense, anyways. We want to make sure we're all agreed on the made up nonsense.
Yeah, but it's. I think it's called emergent storytelling, made up nonsense that makes sounded. So, but then it is really likely that what was stolen was something that the Harrowmob was counting on or wanted to have, or so. Because why should they go after the Skitterfolk?
Yeah.
But we still don't know if there's somebody that knows what the Shadow Spire sisters were trying to transport.
Yeah, but the Harrowmob, right, were saying that the Scorchface lot had taken something before they got to it, which implies they know exactly what it was, or they were after something specific, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is true.
So they were bombed when they raided it and found it wasn't there. So them's the boys.
So imagine the extraordinary decision you'd make for doing something so unprecedented as to just torching a Skitterfolk caravan, knowing that it was, going to have lasting consequences for the entire region, and then to find it was all for naught.
Yeah.
And for being such a secret, apparently, this item, it seems like everyone knows about it. I mean, then doesn't necessarily know everything about it, but knows of it. Like, she there's no, she just
almost like some kind of thing that everyone is after, but we don't know anything about yet. Feels like there should be a name for that kind of thing.
Yeah. It's a Scottish name.
Widget, I guess. It's a widget.
Yeah. So, what? Press on, eh? Press on, and yeah.
You have to make camp in the desert this evening, and we'll see what happens or what awaits you in the desert. Because we did roll 2 d4s, right? Well, we'll have to see what that is in 2 weeks' time. You guys get to have I think this may be the very first time you guys have had an eventful campsite in this campaign. So, with that in mind, we'll head back to our main screen and make Mitt the outro. So I think this is where we wish to go. All right. And also I give some consideration to, let's see here. Who's taking what items, if any? Somebody marked down that 86 gold of ancient vintage that you took from the Harrow attackers, and then a bottled air, 1 dose of giant scorpion venom, and 3 doses of warp wobble poison. Not sure if you wish to, anyone wishes to keep the poisons or whatnot, but that bottled air may come in handy at some point. But for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for part 4 of Hunt the Veiled Sun. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to this campaign, as well as most other campaigns and games we run on the channel. There's also things like Find a Group, GM discussion, virtual tabletop chat. There's a terrific, helpful, knowledgeable, and friendly community over there, and you're more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs, like, say, for instance, the Sandstorm product for Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. If they don't have something in stock, you can put it on a want list, and they'll send you an email when it comes in. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code NOBLEDM, and you'll save 10% on your purchase. That discount code will change as of March 15, 2026. So if you're listening to this after that time, just come back to one of our more recent videos. You'll see what the current discount code is there. The last thing I will say is an enormous thank you to the stalwart illuminators of the Black Tower. So, Sean, Ingolf, James, and Darren, thank you so much for playing today, guys. Congratulations on making new friends. Congratulations on getting a gang sign, Dr. Ursprung. And I'm very sorry for what's going to happen in 2 weeks. The good thing is your healer will be here in 2 weeks' time. So whatever things that you guys face, you'll have no difficulty soldiering on through. Wait, what's this? I was getting a message from Darren. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, my.
Yeah.
Well,
wait a minute. Weren't we supposed to have a war story? Wait a minute. I remember clearly that.
We will be back in 2 weeks' time, but until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our stalwart illuminators are encountering in this strange, new, scorched land. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.